scarlet blaze. The hour of vengeance.
It's over! Oh, how I've waited for this day. The day that I kill you!
Run away while you can.
You're free to try, but you won't get away from me that easily. I'll carve out your monstrous heart and put an end to the beast dwelling within. Your destruction is everything I've ever fought for.
What happened to our mercenary friend and the Ashen Demon? They took the lead, did they not?
Strange. It is unlike them not to report back.
Ill news, Your Majesty. Some kind of mages have assumed a battle formation up ahead and are poised to intercept us. Mages?
It must be those who slither in the dark. But how? When they lack a proper army?
There's something we're not seeing.
Your Majesty, we've sighted our missing units in the middle of the enemy ranks. And I don't understand why, but they appear to be fighting each other. And that mercenary is clearly the aggressor. Hubert!
So our sellsword has finally turned, eh? I hope we can solve this without violence, but if the worst should come to pass...
You plan to kill him? But we've come all this way together.
Perhaps I'm being soft, but I want to see how this plays out. Besides, we have to get to them first, and that means we must defeat the enemy.
Leave this foul task to me, Edelgard. If our friend must be struck down, I will drop the blade quickly and with mercy.
No, this task falls on my shoulders alone. Everyone stay on guard. We have no idea what's waiting for us.
Allow me to aid you in battle.
I will hunt you until my dying breath. Get back here!
We have to reach them and put a stop to this madness.
I haven't the slightest notion what is going on, but I'll happily take it. Destroy them all!
We must eliminate those who slither in the dark if we hope to clear a path to the mercenaries.
We'll see how those beasts crawl to the slaughter. We put you out of your misery, beasts.
snap out of it. Here we go!
What's happening? Not good enough! I'm tired of playing with you ingrates. Stay out of this! It does not concern you!
This is like talking to a different person. I don't think we'll be able to reason our way out of this one.
I must move us away from all of these foolish distractions!
What? They warped away!
Rather than waste our time running in circles, we should direct some units to move in, while others lie in wait elsewhere.
Why do you insist on interfering?
Leave it to me! Leave it to me! Here goes nothing!
There's not a question of can. Only a matter of leave this to me.
All right, here I go. All right, here I go. They're putting up more of a fight than I expected. Deploy the reserves.
Watch this!
These fresh soldiers must be dealt with.
Well, this is just delightful.
If we hope to enter that stronghold, we must first remove the soldiers who block our path.
That mercenaries. No, it cannot be.
I'm swapping in! I'll not permit this chance to slip away!
I shall...
I can still fight.
Claw is relentless. What must I do to shake the man?
The others should have been here by now. Something must be holding Edelgard up.
Majesty, we've sighted Claude pursuing Dimitri here in the mountains.
The two of them are nearby. We need to get those who slither in the dark out of the way so we can send our troops.
I could take a lesson from your persistence. Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
I'm on it. No charge. Just leave it to me.
All right, here I go. I better back him up.
Here I go. No mistakes. I'll
For you!
None will pass on my watch.
No one's taking this place while I'm
Leave it to me.
All right, here I go.
I'll take over. Is it my turn?
I dislike ending things on a low note. As such,
Prepare to die!
Right, let's do this. Gotcha now.
There's not a question of can. Only a matter. Leave this to me.
Leave it to me. Here goes nothing.
Here I go. No mistakes.
just in case.
Happy to help.
Begin.
It's my turn.
Watch this. I'm swapping in.
I'll relieve you.
We can do this.
Can't take much more of this.
You have to get over there now!
Not happening.
Look at me go! I shall never back down!
Lose to the beast.
I got it done.
It's fired up.
I am undone.
And remove this recreant. There will be time for an interrogation later.
Thank you. I was under attack before I even knew what was happening.
It makes little sense. Still, what matters now is that you're safe.
My own luck.
If I must wring the life from you by my own hand, then so be it.
You won't escape judgment this time, so
No need to fight.
not quite.
Here.
Try me, you witless beasts!
Your Majesty, the mercenary captain broke loose and escaped.
Well, that didn't take long.
Every second you waste on me costs you 10 times more. To be defeating them handily.
Let's do this!
You traitor! We made you into the monster you are today. Do not forget that. I need to get this flesh underground. So it's true. You really are from Shambhala.
Forgive me for this song, but without your sacrifice, this world can never be made clean. Oh, great Zaharas, veil of night fluttering in the abyss. By the laws of creation, throw wide your infernal gates and swallow my foes.
Ever thought of maybe calling it a day?
You're a fine one to ask me that. Not a moment goes by without you on my tail.
Hey, you stop running, I'll stop chasing you around. Worth a try.
It's a surprise to see you here, Dimitri.
I wouldn't be, if Claude would simply deign to leave me alone.
As if. You're the one who put yourself in this.
This is... No!
It has been a long, long battle. My race wavers at the brink of extinction. And so it falls upon me to reclaim this world, that what was stolen from my people might be theirs once more. Which is why I was born. Yes, I created you. The cycle of the world, the rehousing of souls. How desperately I sought this secret art. But it demanded precision. One defect, one essence wrongly transplanted, would lead to consequences most irreparable. I knew I must oversee the process myself in order to save my beloved people. When my consciousness first initialized, I was nothing. I remember the sound of water, of bubbles, the sound of a massive object slowly lurching along. I thought the noise would continue for eternity, but then, a change. Something gave way. The water began rushing rapidly. Pale shadows closed in around me. Amidst deafening sounds, I walked desperately in search of light. That was an unforeseen accident. I was sure all had been lost to the waters. It was fortunate I had created you, for you proved useful in a way I never expected. I am to become you. That's why I'm here. That's why I've been compelled to remove any obstacle in your way. Only by destroying the abomination inside the Ashen Demon can we bring salvation to the world. So you understand. Then return that body you two share to me. It pains me to do this to you, but alas, all was written from the beginning.
scarlet blaze into the chasm.
Where am I?
Let's hold off on the weapons for now, okay? Probably best you don't move at all, actually.
Wait, Claude. Hold on. What are you all doing here?
I have the same question. It appears we've been swallowed up by some kind of strange magic.
That was your doing, wasn't it?
When we came to, we were sprawled on the ground here. Charming place, if you ask me.
Have you truly forgotten everything? You transformed and began attacking your allies. Thankfully, we managed to knock you out and capture you. But soon you awoke and fled. Those who saw you said you were like a different person.
I guess that kinda rings a bell. The last thing I remember is Arval telling me to slay the Ashen Demon. At least, I think it was Arval.
Arval?
The voice in my head. We've known each other for a few years now. Pretty out there, right? This is why I never mentioned it.
And you claim this Arval suddenly decided to turn on you.
I know how it sounds, but yeah. There are two things I can say for sure. The first is that Arval's magic is what dragged us all in here. And the second is that no one's in my head anymore.
How can you be certain?
Because I don't feel them. At least not in my mind. Arval's somewhere else now. Somewhere distant.
Well, that's vague. How are we supposed to make heads or tails of any of this?
At any rate, you appear more like yourself again, which we can take as a positive sign. And I truly do want to believe you.
At the very least, I hope you know a way out of this fathomless prison.
About that, I know I said distant, but Arval's definitely here with us somewhere. If we can find them and figure out what magic they used on us, we might just be able to escape.
That sounds wildly optimistic.
It sure does. But considering we don't know a thing about this place, we might as well give it a shot.
In that case, let's begin looking around and see if we can't find any clues to where we are.
Do you have a moment? Right.
Oh boy.
Huh?
Well, I'm stumped.
Enough with the searching glances, Dimitri. Say what you're going to say.
I was just thinking that I find it difficult to speak with you. Even now that we have the opportunity to exchange words peaceably. Too many have died for us to suddenly have meaningful heart-to-heart conversation.
Oh, that's not how I feel. Unless you mean you don't wish to speak with the tyrant you consider responsible for their deaths. In which case, let's just believe what we believe, accept that our paths have diverged, and see this through to the very end.
You're placing words in my mouth. Still, I suppose that does cut to the heart of the matter. I will not claim that all my choices were right, but I accept responsibility for them. I made them carefully and with full knowledge of the consequences.
And I'd like to think I can say the same. But this is unproductive. We need to get out of here.
Fair enough. But first, answer me this. Do you know what became of your mother and Selma?
Why would I?
Someone told me that you would know how she met her end. Although I suspect that was nothing more than the dying ravings of a madwoman.
It was. I haven't seen my mother since I was a child. It would have been right before she was exiled. You would know what happened better than I.
I suppose so. Regardless, thank you for answering. Now, shall we get back to finding our way out?
Please, we can't resolve anything so long as we're trapped in this...
That was quite the tremor.
Whatever this place is, I find myself liking it less by the moment.
Can you stand?
Yes, thank...
Perhaps we can put our differences aside, if only for the moment. Hostilities will do us no good here.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I can agree to that. You know, I just remembered something from back when I was but a child. I had fallen to the ground and was met with a kind hand reaching out to help me up. I took it without thinking, without even looking first to see who it was. I suppose that shows you how much I've grown. Dimitri, what is it?
I have a similar memory. One of helping a little girl who had fallen in the dirt.
Knowing you, such occurrences would have been commonplace in your youth. Don't try to imply we share a memory.
No, I rarely forget an important face. Often to my own woe, I might add.
Enough. Let us end this before we both make greater fools of ourselves. We need to escape. That's our only priority.
Edelgard,
What are you doing? You should know I won't hesitate to leave you behind.
Indeed. I'm coming, Elle. I wonder...
I have to say, this isn't how I imagined Fodlan's three most powerful leaders would be coming together.
Indeed. I hesitate to even consider the look on Hubert's face right now.
I don't think anyone's too worried about me, though. Vanishing without a word is kind of what I do. So much for being a reliable leader.
Or perhaps it's the opposite, and your people think you reliable precisely because you always return. It must be nice having friends you can depend on to handle important matters in your absence.
And it must feel lousy to realize no one wants to do your job, Edelgard.
I'm glad to see your tongue remains as agile as ever. Let's try moving our feet instead, shall we?
Hey, I can do both if you want. It's definitely not an either-or kind of situation. So, Edelgard, say the four of us get out of here in one piece. What are you planning to do about Dimitri? Maybe we should join forces and take him on together.
You're such a bore sometimes, Claude. And is that a serious proposal?
Well, I suppose it would be easier for me if the kingdom stuck around. After all, I get the feeling that if we divide Fodlan between the Empire and the Alliance, I'll be the one holding the short end of that stick. Our goal is to deal with Rhea and the Central Church, not to unify Fodlan.
You never have been one to mince words, have you? Well then, allow me to match your honesty. It would be more convenient for me if the kingdom ceased to exist. The Central Church has a much closer relationship with Fargus than with the other regions. Even were we to capture the Archbishop and force her to dismantle the upper echelons of the Church, it wouldn't be enough. The roots of that organization run deep.
Hold on. You're just looking to capture Rhea? You're not gonna, get rid of her?
Is it not enough to subdue a foe and remove them from power?
I'm just surprised. I would have expected you to be more thorough.
And here I thought you wanted to pursue a peaceful solution.
Hey, give me some credit. If I didn't like to rock the boat, Lester would have been swallowed up by the Empire ages ago. I have ambitions, Edelgard. Real ones. I won't go into details, but I'm definitely fighting to make them a reality.
All that, and you're not planning to enlighten me? Unreliable and stingy. I, for one, have no qualms with telling you my ambitions. I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles Fodlan.
Just Fodlan, huh?
Come again?
Hey, don't get me wrong. That's a goal I can get behind. That's why we're working together. But I'd be grateful if my own ambitions can be fulfilled at the end of your path of conquest.
I'd like to believe that is possible. At least for now, we can work together to achieve a common goal. And perhaps someday our pact will become a more permanent one. I hope so, at any rate.
Same here. But before that, we need to find a way out of this place. Huh? Yeesh. You can't tell forward from back in here. Let's try over that way, maybe?
Good idea. It seems different from the rest of the void. Look out!
So it failed. Has my skill degraded that sharply over the years?
Arval.
I have been searching for you. And look what you brought me. The three who fancy themselves sovereigns, ruling over that abomination's wretched spawn. What unexpected luck. I do hope you are all prepared to face death this day.
So this is Arval, is it? Undo this sorcery and return us from whence we came, demon.
Oh, I do not think that will be happening. But even if I desired to accede to your wishes, The great forbidden spell of Zaharas is a one-way journey. None can escape this eternal darkness.
I vote we kill this thing and see what happens. Who's with me?
Something tells me they wouldn't lay this trap, only to suffer the same fate as us. If this being can free themselves from this void, it stands to reason that so too can we.
Then try cutting me down if you like. Sadly, what you see before you is but an illusion. I have a task to fulfill, and once it is accomplished, I shall leave this place alone.
Arval, wait! What task are you talking about? Why did you use me? And what are you trying to do here?
Ah, but you are mistaken. I am not Arval. My name is Epimendes, an ordinary man who vowed to kill the beast which set the earth ablaze. Do you not comprehend my purpose? I must save this world and its true people. That is why I chose to pass my consciousness down through the ages. And you are the vessel for that consciousness.
What does that mean?
I don't know what's going on, but I do know whoever that is needs to be stopped.
And how far are you willing to go? Will you cut down your own friends to reach me?
Hubert? No. It must be a duck.
So, it's completely indistinguishable from the real thing. This is vile sorcery indeed. The Emperor is before you. Feel the killing blow. You can't fool me. If it were really you, you'd understand.
Claude, no! Don't do this! I can't believe he would hurt me.
This is harder than I thought. I mean, how do we know for sure they're not real?
Your Majesty, why are you consulting with the enemy? He is right where you want him.
Why are you... No. This is a deception. The man I know would never raise a weapon.
You would drench your hands in the blood of friends to get what you want. I should have expected no less from the children of beasts.
It's done. But steel yourselves. Don't know who will confront next.
Are we being warped away? No. Space itself is distorting around us.
Our surroundings have changed.
This place is so twisted you can't even tell where you are.
Aren't you sad for your comrades, murderers? Ah, there it is. There is your rage.
Watch this!
Uh-oh. I can spot one fate, but how do I tell which Edelgard and Dimitri are on my side?
Perhaps each of us should take on their own double to prevent confusion.
That's not a bad idea.
Stand aside!
This darkness is a mirror for the soul. And once a soul is imprisoned here, it is eternally severed from the real world.
Just imagine how much easier our task will be with the two of us. A nice thought, yes. But I'm sad to say I failed to trust even myself.
Why are you helping the Emperor, you wretch? If You mourn your friends. Avenge them. It's a blessing I get to face you.
Take a breather.
There is truly no one I more desire to end.
Gotta stay on guard.
I can't say it's pleasant watching my own death.
Stop playing the kind soul. Everything we've ever wanted is before us, ripe for the taking. If you're really me, then you already know why I'm doing this. I don't like leaving my fate up to luck. Is that all you got? Gotcha! Not good. Take a breather. I feel like I just slew my twin brother.
Is that it? To hold back. You won't stop me! Illusion or no,
I'll take over.
I must thank our adversary for letting me experience that.
That's the last of the illusions.
So it would seem.
At least now we're certain they're not real. We can cut them down without mercy.
Again? Please tell me we're gonna find that guy this time.
Let's get searching.
Oh, but you four are a marvel. To think you are already adapting to this place. Now have the grace to lay down your lives and let the world you've torn apart heal.
I've got...
There you are, my partner in destiny.
You're not Arvo. Even if you were, I'd fight you all the same. I'm unstoppable. You got my back?
Now, when might I see the real sparks fly?
Destroying me will achieve nothing, for you will all still be trapped in this place.
Let's wake up. Don't let anyone get away. Gotcha! We'll do it together! I've got you now!
Unfortunate, but you are forcing my hand.
So even our mercenary friend gets affected. This is It's going to take all of us. Time to put our differences aside.
My attacks aren't getting through. What's going on?
None can stand before us.
Good enough.
What about our Phantom Mercenary friend? We know we can harm the illusions, right?
Why does it have to be you? I don't want to fight you. Not often a guy gets to fight himself. I think I'm gonna enjoy this. Okay, I hate this. It even thinks like me.
It seems I am forced to do this myself.
Understood.
So be it. Come at me if you dare.
Our adversary has finally run out of tricks. Time to finish this. Let's link up. Let us go together.
We'll do it together! I've got you now!
Nothing I do is enough. How much more must I sacrifice?
I'll protect you!
Leave it to me.
I'll protect you!
Clear the way!
You got it, Edelgard! I've got you now!
No, this isn't over. Be gone with you! The cycle of this world must be protected! You fool! Why must you resist me so?
You know my reason. And tomorrow we're fighting for... The choice is ours to make!
It's incredible. Just how strong you've become.
Arval.
You have grown more than I ever thought possible. And yet... I've never felt more alone.
Yeah. Looks like we made it out in one piece.
Are you sure about that? I still have no idea what's going on.
Arval, or Epimenides, I suppose, has vanished, and we've been returned to where we started. Perhaps we should just consider this a victory, an ironic one, as we achieved it by working together.
Fair enough. So, what happens now?
It would be foolish of me to permit either of you to leave this place alive. Yet without you, I'd still be in that prison. I'm not the type to dispose of someone the moment they stop being useful.
That's not my style either. Momentary truce, then?
Agreed. let's consider all debts paid.
But just to be clear, I crushed you once, and I can do so again.
Sorry about that, Edelgard. I put you in a pretty bad spot back there.
In truth, I can't say I much expected any of this.
Still, it got us talking again, and that's gotta be worth something.
Well, I should be off. I hope we can do this again sometime. The speaking part, anyway.
Think I'll be on my way too. My people are probably pulling their hair out by now.
Until we meet again. Come, we're leaving. If my suspicions are correct, Garreg Mach is in grave danger. We need to hurry.